Hi, it's Jason here from DTB Traders. Let me just activate that camera. There we go. Just jumping on for a latest update. So there was just a new assembly released a few minutes ago. And that is the reason for that release is I was doing some updates to the documents. And when I was doing the updates to the document for the Advanced Retracement strategy, the continuous version, I noticed that there was an update that needed to be done to the strategy. So with that indicator, in the training document, you're actually going to find the folder there now for the Advanced Retracement Continuous. So when you click on this folder, you can either view it through a browser or you can actually download it to your desktop. So this is going to go into the details about the indicator first, and then I'm going to do an optimization through the document, which explains what that does, and then comparing it to another one. So we basically have this document updated, so definitely worth the look. So with the Advanced Retracement Strategy Continuous, if you remember, we have got inside the strategy, we've got the different retracement levels. So we have got 10 slots within the strategy, and each slot is going to give us the ability to optimize very specific settings for those slots. And as you know, we've got the start and end times. So we've got 10 start and end times all the way from market open. So like the first slot will be from 6:15 to 8:50, and then from 9 to 11:50. And of course, all of these times can actually be customizable. So what I've actually done is I've saved a template. So if you go to if you've run the script and you've downloaded the new assembly, when you have imported the new assembly and when you open up the strategy analyzer, you're able to select the strategy in the drop-down box and then go and load the template. So I've done this on the MNQ. So if you go and select this specific template in the folder, it's going to bring up the pre-populated settings that I have done an optimization on. So with the optimization, I ran the last month's worth of data. So 24th of April to 25th of May, I've used a 10-10 bar. So it's a 10-10 tick bar. It's a very small tick bar, which is great for the advanced retracement because it gives you a more precise value for those retracements. So I've got and optimized all the time slots within this strategy. So selected them all. So all the way from 6:15 p.m. to 4:45 p.m. Monday to Friday, or sorry, Sunday to Friday. See, all the boxes are ticked over there. And those are the dates. I'm using, like I said, the 10-10 DTB bars. And I'm also using a 3 slippage. So that's to, obviously there's a spread between the bid and the ask. And I'm optimizing including the commission. So if you look at the results of the optimization, you're going to notice that there's $1,500 worth of commission built into that value, as well as 2,050 ticks of slippage. So, it's very easy to run a strategy analyzer without that slippage and without the commission. We get very different results. But the reason why we add the commission and we add the slippage is because when we are looking at a trading chart, we are able to actually see the trades as they would have happened with the strategy active. So if you notice over here, like the signal happened at the end of this bar, but of course the next trade is not going to start at the beginning of the next bar. It has to be the slippage. So if you take the close of the last bar plus the slippage, you can notice that's where the trade will actually enter in live market conditions. So a lot of people make the mistake of running optimization without slippage and without commission. And if I had to do that right now, like I'll quickly show you what that looks like. So if I untick the box, so first of all, notice the total profit and the drawdown, okay, for the strategy. And notice now, if I untick the box for commission and I reduce the slippage to 0 and I run that again, notice how the values will be vastly different. And then we'll keep an eye on this very specific chart, and I'll show you the difference of what that makes when you leave out those values. So let this run. It only takes there's only about 25 iterations for every optimization that you are doing. So it's a very small optimization. And the specific one that I was optimizing there was only a small value of the retracement between slot 7. Okay, so notice the difference now. It's saying $11,000 profit with 1,100 drawdown. So going back to that chart, notice how there's that exact same trade. Notice how, because we're not using slippage and commission, it's actually putting the trade at the beginning of the bar, okay, which it never will be when we're in live trading conditions. So the signal on this one here was at the end of this bar. So that is where the analyzer will put the position if you do not include your slippage. So incredibly important. As you can see, the results jumped from 6,000 to 11,000, and that's because we did not use the strategy analyzer properly. So always make 100% sure that whenever you are running optimizations, you are clicking commission and you're adding your slippage. So if you're ever seeing results, if anybody's ever sharing results with you from a strategy analyzer or screenshots, if they do not have commission, if they do not have this field filled, commission and slippage, they are totally bullshit results, just to be frank. Okay, so I'm going to run this exact same optimization again using commission and using slippage with the same details that I was optimizing. So I was optimizing slot 7 there. So we'll let this run again. As you can see, it takes about 30 seconds in max to run for each optimization. And great, so there we go. So reduced to 6,000. So that is more realistic. So if this strategy was running in real time over the last month, that is what it would realistically have done had those very specific settings been used. So like I said, we've optimized the retracement levels for each of the slots. So going to a chart, what that looks like. So I've applied this to my trading chart. So this is the MNQ. And as you'll notice, I've applied the strategy. So I've gone into the strategy settings. So once you have saved the template like we've done, you are now able to go and load up the Advanced Retracement Strategy Continuous, and you're immediately able to go to the template load, and you can select the very template that I just showed you. So that's the benefit of putting templates that are immediately available as a DTB member. You immediately have these templates available that in 10 seconds, you can load it up to your chart and let it run. So that is what this enables you to do. And as you can see, all the settings are pre-populated exactly as I did in the optimization, which is also good if you are sharing optimizations between different group members. You're able to share that template and everybody can see the same results. Okay, so that is what I have active on my trading chart at the moment. I've actually got the exact same settings on the MNQ like I did the optimization, but I also added them to the NQ chart. So I've got a separate tab over here. Now the NQ on the exact same settings has got a 13,000 drawdown with a 76 net, but that is using the same settings as I did on the NQ. So I haven't separately optimized the NQ. I just used the same settings. So, if we have optimized those values, they might have been a bit better. But I'm going to be running this overnight. I'm leaving the office in a few minutes. So this will be running for the next 12 hours while I'm at the office. And what will happen is every single slot, every time the price exits out of these slots, the trades are going to close. So as you can see on my latest trade that was open here, it was a small losing position, but it said outside time slot. So as soon as a slot finishes, so a slot started over there, like the time, and it traded all the way until the end of that time slot, and it exited that position. So that is what this specific strategy does. It's got those individual slots throughout the day where you can optimize very specific values and apply them inside your strategy. So I'm going to see how this strategy goes. Obviously, looking at the historical results, that they do look very, very good for the last 30 days. An average of 64 trades a day, and showing quite favorable results. So I'm going to see how this progresses. The last 3 days has had slight losses, but overall, historically, and it's important to understand, historically it has produced very good results. So I'm going to see how this performs for the rest of today, take into consideration that I very well could go down, between $5,000 and $13,000 if I look at the maximum drawdown of this very specific strategy. So it trades quite a lot. So an average of 60 odd trades per day based on the current settings, but historically over the last 30 days, it has showed good results. So I'm going to let that run and then go from there. So any of the members in the DTB Traders community, you can now use this template. So run the script first of all, and then import the new assembly. And as I mentioned previously, as I'm updating all the tools or updating all the documents inside the script or inside the folder, I'm going to be picking up little things that I'm going to be updating, and then everything is going to eventually be available with the new template. So you'll notice that all the new documentation for DTB Traders has got the border around, and it's got the new template with the date. So these documents are all being updated because a lot of them are still, the older, the older templates with the older documentation like this. So all of the old documents are currently in the process of being updated, and I'm hoping to actually have these completed within the next 7 to 10 days. So I'll be hard at work on that. Great. So thank you guys, and I hope you have some really good luck with this strategy. Keep optimizing it. I think that's going to be key to the overall success of it. And then share your results in the Discord channel. We've got a separate channel specifically for the advanced retracement strategy. So share your results in that specific chat, and then we'll go from there. Hey guys, chat to you later. Thank you.